We're down here at Wajupi Tribal Gardens with farm manager Matt. He's going to show us where we can get our arugula and fresh herbs for today's recipe in an environment like this.
Now this is a frost blanket. This is our second layer of protection in here. And as much as anything, the high tunnel structure controls the wind, which is really damaging and disruptive to crops. So between keeping it warm and controlling the wind, it's amazing what you can grow in here and how late in the season. So if you look under the blanket, where you'll find all the good stuff. We have a lot of overgrown arugula here. How about we harvest it all and give it to you?
I'd love to use it, Matt.
All right, well, let's get our masks, wash our hands, we'll come back for the harvest.
Sounds good.
Okay.
How do we harvest the arugula?
Sure. Generally speaking, you take a handful like so, and you cut it, leaving a few inches of stem, especially the bigger parts of the stem, and you lay it out like that, then you move to the next one, and you work your way down the bed.
We've made our way back here to the kitchen at Hochikata Tea, where we can begin the process of making our venison burger. We're going to be showcasing some of that arugula that we just got at the farm and our pesto. We're also going to be making some delicious sautéed mushrooms to go on top. We're going to finish it with a couple of my favorites, some bacon, cheese, and a nice toasted bun.
So we're going to start by placing our arugula and roasted pepitas into a food processor, and then we're going to add our garlic, shallot, lemon juice, salt and pepper, and thin it out with some olive oil. Okay, next up we have our mushrooms. That's going to add some earthiness to our burger. We're going to start with a hot pan. We're going to add some olive oil and our sliced mushrooms. We're going to let the moisture cook out of the mushrooms a little bit, and then we're going to add our fresh chopped garlic. We're going to add the rest of our ingredients once that garlic starts to brown. And then at the end we want to add our fresh herbs, turn off the heat, and let that glaze set in.
All right, it's time to make some venison patties. I have 1.5 pounds of venison here and 1/2 pound of pork. We need to add a little bit of fat into the venison to make sure that the burger holds together when we cook it. With the venison being so lean, got to add that fat in there.
You want to be careful not to overmix your patties. It'll make the meat tough. Again, that ratio to pork and venison is going to help form a nice tasty burger with some good juice. Now we're going to start with a hot pan. We're going to place our venison patties in there. We're going to wait till they get good and seared on the bottom. We're going to add a little salt and pepper. We're going to flip them and do the same on the other side until they're done. And there's our final burger ready to eat. We have our venison patty on there, some of the pesto topped with pepper crusted bacon, blue cheese, and some of those delicious mushrooms that you saw. Enjoy.